All right, greetings. Much love and respect. This is Ross Ben. I got a good crew with me tonight. We're here with the Portals in Pittsburgh crew. That would be Spatial Creativity and PIP, Peace in Pittsburgh. Well, with our good brother Riley, who's iconographic artist out of Pittsburgh, who's familiar with geomantic science. These is all the ones we're going to be lining up the portals in Pittsburgh 2023 coming up later this month, May 26th, 27th, and 28th. So we just going to drop a quick reasoning, give y'all some details about what's up. Spatial creativity. Brother Khufu, what y'all got for the people?
Peace, 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 peace. It's Khufu L, PIP, Peace in Pittsburgh. And I'm gonna let John pretty much got the whole system on lock right now in terms of how we gonna be moving. So if you could break it down for him, John.
Peace, peace, peace and blessings, everybody. Here at Spatial Creativity. We're got another beautiful little Pittsburgh Decoded Portals in Pittsburgh lined up for everybody. We're going to be starting with Riley and Ross Maisha up in Oakland. And that was one of our spots last year that we were able to branch out and decode and see a lot of different geomancy and different stuff. But now Riley took that to a whole nother level and just found different spots that were hidden. And some of the different stuff like the Cathedral of Learning to the museum, able to unpack and check out some of those statues. And Riley did a little tour. He took Khufu and I on back a couple months ago. And so it's right down all of our alleys and very more detailed. And that's going to be kind of like right in the middle of Oakland and South Oakland. And then Ross Maisha has a bunch of stuff from us from the North Oakland to the Hill District. Oakland, and a lot of different stuff. So Friday all day is going to be in Oakland. We're going to have a pavilion and a place for us to open the ceremony and open everything, and then come back and eat lunch there, and really magical spots all around there. And Saturday we'll be doing some of the same spots. We'll be starting at the Point, and then hitting downtown a little bit. Going up to Mount Washington. From some people that remember last year, we hit that ancient burial mound where there was a lot of ancestral spirits there with us, and the hawks and the birds were communicating with everybody that was there with us, up to the people that went to go hike the mound, to the people that stayed down below. So very, very special place to be stopping at. And then the last stop on Saturday will be the observatory. And then we'll have a little break and people can go grab food, or they can just go head down to BJ's Event Center, and there'll be food down there as also. And that's where the reasoning and the lecture will be, is down in the gully at BJ's Event Space.
Oh, the gully.
The gully.
We got you, right? And then we're adding an extra day this year just because we have so much here in Pittsburgh to do, but also kind of part of Michael Wan's presentation last year was how this area is like the umbilical cord of the world. And so kind of go check some of this stuff out and see, you know, what it's really telling us, if it's not telling us something, or there's something that we have to dive in deeper. So from Meadowcroft, which is maybe about 20 minutes outside the city, we're going to be stopping there on Sunday.
What is Meadowcroft again? Tell them what it is.
It is a gathering of artifacts that a gentleman found in his property, and then got the University of Pittsburgh to come out there. And they're saying it's dated pre-Clovis people. And so as I was reasoning,
these are artifacts of people from like 14,000, 16,000 years ago, right?
Yes, sir.
26,000 years.
Wow. Who is that? Is that Mike Wan?
Who else would it be?
Who was that?
What up, Mike?
Yes, it is Mike Wan.
Oh, Smitty, you jumped in on us, huh?
I sneak up when no one's looking.
I said, we see. You see how you moving? Good to hear your voice.
Yeah.
Likewise, I'm sorry for being late. John, I did not mean to cut you off.
No, you're
Hey.
right on time, bro.
Yes, sir. And so Meadowcroft is ancient pre-Clovis, 46,000 year people, but I'm guessing maybe something similar to a seed bank because they haven't found any bones of people there yet.
Mm.
And so it's still up in the air of what it could be. But we're all going to go out there and decode it and see what we can put to the puzzle.
Okay.
And then a little bit past Meadowcroft is Fallingwater. So we'll be on the outside of the grounds, being able to tour all around there and see what that's got to show us, you know, whether that's the intervention and the creativity of giving people the idea of smart homes and tiny homes present day, but what that model that Frank Lloyd Wright created, how did that spread across the world?
Huh. And give us a little more detail on that.
That's Falling Water. And, the gentleman, Frank Lloyd,
It's like the perfect home or something.
it was a home that was built like over top of a waterfall.
Wow.
And like, I was just watching a video the other day where like the Kaufman kids would go down like right underneath the house where the waterfall's coming down and just swim and cool down in the summertime. So it was a beautiful place to get away from Pittsburgh for a little bit for the families or the people that could.
Okay. And so it's my understanding too, because these places are outside of Pittsburgh and we're lining up a bus and there's admittance fees to these places. Sunday is the donation's a little steeper, right?
Correct.
Give them
Sunday's
the details.
Sunday's donation will be $7, but that'll include your admittance into Meadowcroft and Falling Water, the transportation to those places.
Wow. Exciting.
And
May
if
I-
when you get the ticket or if you have any more questions, you email me at SPATIALCREATIVITY, SPATIAL, creativity @gmail.com. I'll tell you where we're going to be meeting and the different things that will be lined up.
All right.
And
So
then
look. Oh, go ahead.
Saturday and Sunday are $44 a day or $77 for both days if you're interested.
I thought it was all right. If you're just doing Saturday and Sunday. No, Friday and Saturday is 77.
Correct.
I got you. And it's 144 for all 3 days.
Yes, correct.
Oh man, y'all working the mathematics. But look,
Yes, sir.
I wanted to say, man, one of the things that really stood out to me last year in Pittsburgh, how it was a each one teach one experience. You know, everyone was contributing. You know, it was like the group had all the answers. Not one person had all the answers, but the group had all the answers. One of them key ones is my brethren Riley. And he has
Yes,
to such levels where like we were like, yo, this year we gotta have this brother be a part of the event, you know? So
Yes,
Riley,
sir.
with us today. Just what's up with you, man? What's your angle? What you dealing with?
Wow. Gratitude. Give thanks. Just an honor to be
yes, sir.
you brought, you know, you all just turned my antennas on in such a way last year. Like I see the world completely differently. And you know, Ross Ben just helped me understand earth energy in this way that just changed my life, and it just unlocked Pittsburgh for me. It took me well in the present to just completely different dimension, and just ever grateful for that. And yeah, John, Kufu, Mike Juan, all part of it. And the group thing, like Ross was saying, that environment, we're just all contributing puzzle pieces to this grand plane out here. And it just, yeah, things just come together. Seem to make sense when we're in a group together. So
Yeah. I think we all activated each other.
Yeah, so anyone who comes out to this thing, it's gonna be it's a special group, massive broadcast signals amongst ourselves. There's nothing like it. And I'm gonna be talking about Oakland, and we're all gonna be talking about everywhere we go. And it's just the day of wonder and majesty and mystery, magic.
Huh. So if you could summarize, and somebody might got their volume on the way it's creating echoes. If you're not talking, let's mute. All right, I think that's better. Thank you. Riley, if you could summarize and just like in a few words, what's up with Pittsburgh? What's your general thought on it? And
Yeah,
I just to let the people know too, we're gonna line it up. We're gonna come again before this Memorial Day weekend event. We're gonna let Riley come on and give a taste of some of the science he's uncovered on Pittsburgh. Because we already did that with Ross Meisha, who's also going to be sharing. And that's the last video on my Rossman 188. So if you want to really see what's up with one of the presenters and the heights of his visions, check out the last Crystal Vaults with I think we titled that thing Iconography, Cosmology, and Rastafari, because my man Ross Meisch went in. But yeah, Riley, just in general, what's your thoughts on the place where the four rivers meet and its significance on the world grid?
it's just a very high energy area, and the way I see it is just through the geomancy. It's, I think, one of the most perfectly designed cities based on the geomancy and the mound energy. I think I've pointed out, what I believe is discovered very prominent structures in the city, specifically Oakland, that align with constellations. So I believe there were mounds, and those were high energy points for those people, and now they're high energy points for other people. And it's just earth energy. It's just this sort of usurping of energy, and how that feeds the city, or any city like Pittsburgh. But yeah, we'll be specifically going around Pittsburgh, and we'll be aligning structures to constellations both days, because that actually expands out to the observatory, and so yeah, and the point, and yeah, just sort of understanding, to my belief, is like what's really going on out there, and the language of the muses, as Ross Ben likes to say. The muses speak very strongly in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
And I think
loud out there, huh?
Yeah, just strong broadcasts and a lot of indirect consent, and it's just like masterfully done. To be honest, it's just like You know, I'm not saying that's good or bad. It's just the way it's been done.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
See, yeah. It's the same with Philly. You're right, because it's like, damn, they really worked it. You know, I'm not trying to like praise them or big them up, but you know, we say like, you know, you got to acknowledge high science when you see it manifest, you know?
Yeah,
Where you
that's
at,
right.
Mike Juan? I got you on here. Mike Juan, jump
Yes,
on in
yes.
here and share what's going on in your world and what's your thoughts about what's coming up.
I appreciate you giving me this opportunity. And Riley, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I've got a short window and I wanted to share a couple things before that window closes.
All good.
First off, like for all the folks who are watching, I'm familiar with what Riley's going to go and share, and his work is it's spectacular, and it tickles me because I know how you have been influenced. I've known you for a while now, Riley, that you've been influenced by some of the stuff which Ross and I have done and what was done by Exposed last year at Pittsburgh. And to see how the vision, the ability for people to see their own landscape can expand just by being exposed to the research of other people's landscapes, like it's contagious. So that's the first thing which I want to share, and I want to let you know how much I admire all that you do, and I'm excited to see your presentation live. So that's the first thing.
Thank you, Mike.
The second thing is I want to respond to what John was saying about the Monday part of the weekend of going to Meadowcroft and Falling Waters, the Frank Lloyd Wright house.
That's Sunday.
That's Sunday. Thank you for the correction. The reason why those places are significant, and we're going to go and see them in place, it spills over from some of the revelations which I shared last year, which began from the Pittsburgh's ancient, before Pittsburgh was called Pittsburgh, that land's ancient understanding of being the umbilical cord of the world, the umbilical cord pointing to the womb, the first home of all of us. All of our first home was the womb. And so in my research, I saw time and time again the role of home, the idea of housing being manipulated and the energy behind it being usurped. And Meadowcroft is understood by current archaeologists to be the first human shelter in what we call North America. And that is right outside Pittsburgh. So by beginning to go there in person, we're stepping into the energy of, let's say, 26,000 years ago, the closest we can touch to what quote unquote home looked like. And then going from there to Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water. From an architectural perspective, Fallingwater is considered the apex of American home architecture. So we see this chasm, we see this continuum of home being played out over the landscape of Pittsburgh. And by stepping into that physically, by not only by doing it physically, but with the expanded consciousness of all that we are doing with this decoding, what I would say from my perspective of what's occurring is it's a collapse. It's a collapsing of these false narratives and these false timelines and all of this stuff which has been painted in the backdrop of all of our collective culture. Like the influence of all of these places on the world global grid is this is a beginning point. And so that is of significance. But where I want to wrap up this monologue is what I have experienced firsthand since what we did last year in Pittsburgh and beginning down this path with specifically the people who I met through this event and from where this event then took me and took all of us. And I'm specifically thinking about when we all went to MycoFest afterwards. And what I want to share is that what we as presenters and participants and by sharing this collectively, this information and this collapse, what it does is it really stirs up what we could say the mystic, and it moves you in life in the most literal sense outside of the like the normal trajectories, and magic undoubtedly comes pouring into your life. So I wanted to add that into the mix into our conversation today.
All right, Mike, we appreciate love you, bro. Looking forward to being in the portals of Pittsburgh with you later this month. Hey, Khufu, John, y'all got some closing words? You're on mute, Khufu. Unmute yourself.
All right. Peace and love. I just want to say, this is like the beginning stages of something we're going to take a little bit further, because we got Anderson, Indiana mounds, we got Columbus, and then we're going to ease up a little bit north for the 40th and go to Chicago. So I'm just looking forward to seeing who's going to pop out and all the different deep minds that's going to come out from this. So we look forward, man.
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just thankful for everybody who's willing to be a part of this. And like Riley said, it's something special and beautiful. And you never know, just keeping your everything open, your antennas will widen so much in your spectrum, just on the friends, the community that can be built, and where you can take that, studying the land and taking your next step forward, and how you're able to decode your life, the land you're stepping on, and anything around you.
Well, I would close by saying another thought I had after last year is that Pittsburgh is a place of pilgrimage. It's a place that, you know, if you want to go somewhere year to year and get a charge from the elements of the land that's, you know, right there, with this place of the four rivers meet, one of them being a deep upwelling, you know, that Wisconsin glacial flow. And right there at the, foothills of the Alleghenies. Oh man, I'm excited to be there again, recharging. And I would encourage anyone, hey, if you can make it happen, you won't regret it. So we're gonna post some more promos building up to it. And like I said, look for Riley, because I would say, you know, Mike and I, we don't live in Pittsburgh, right? And where I see some of the most relevant information came out of was we sparking and inspiring Pittsburghians that, you know, they lived up in that spot, you know, to drop the deeper tapes. And I definitely see Riley's work as like a manifestation of that. So,
oh my God, he's about to take it to a whole nother level, man.
I
can't wait. I can't wait, man.
Thank you all.
We're even gonna give y'all a little taste of that to let you know.
Yes.
You want a full plate of this, be at the portals of Pittsburgh. And for more information, contact our good brother John at SPATIALCREATIVITY@gmail.com. If you don't need to know no more, you just want to secure your spot, PayPal.com/SpatialCreativity144 for all 3 days. You know what it is. You tune into that numerology, you know what it is.
What's going on, Lord?
Can't go wrong. All right, brothers, any last word? Are we good?
Yes. Hey, if you can give them your information, because I want them to check out some of your work, man. This dude is incredible.
Oh, thank you so much.
So yeah. Give them a little something, you know what I'm saying, where they can come check you out and kind of read the pseudo-dudo info.
Yeah, like Khufu said, I go by pseudo-dudo as well. That's just on Instagram, PSEUDODUDO. And then you can also just go to that.com as well. And yeah, appreciate it. Coop. Appreciate all your guys' your kind words. Just so much mutual love and respect. And yeah, you've all changed my life. I was talking about how Ross Ben, opened me up to earth energy. Mike Wan before that opened up just like my whole reality frame of mind, like expanded my horizons in such a general sense. And then Ross Ben sort of like added this whole other component to it that sparked it. So just being around these guys is something else. Like Ross Ben said, them dropping into Pittsburgh, inspiring everybody, and the energy's back and forth. Just it's a high energy zone. Just love and gratitude.
All right.
All right, y'all. We're gonna seal it up here with love and gratitude to all. And we hope we see y'all at this important convergence that's about to occur at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Right? Yes, I love and respect.
Peace and love.
Respect.
Peace and love, family. Peace.
All right.
Yes, I.
Yeah. Let me pause this recording.
Says it's still recording.
Yeah.